With head women's soccer coach Kevon Issa. Now, coach, last season coming off a Final Four run in 2013, expectations were high, but you dealt with a few key injuries early on and struggled to find a groove. How do you look to rebound this year to get back to the top?
I think there's only one way that we could go this year, and that's up. You know, last year we had not a successful season that we wanted to do, but I think in the spring the girls work well, the returners are working hard, the newcomers are doing well for our third day into preseason. I'm very happy with what we have here.
Right now you have 19 new players on this year's roster. How will this improve your depth and help impact the team?
Well, it already did. You know, in practice I see players already pushing one another. As you said, last year we didn't have a lot of depth. This year we have a lot of depth, and we're definitely going to be using it. I think the competition in camp is already up. The girls are pushing one another, and they're all trying to compete to be in that starting 11 for the first game.
Now, what are some key challenges you will face going into the season?
Well, obviously, you know, having a short preseason, only about 8 days into preseason, 8 days of preseason, that is very challenging, trying to fit everything in. Once again, you know, we have 19 new players, so getting them adjusted to the system and all of that, all those are big challenges for us, but we'll be able to handle that.
Now, you start the season off with 4 straight non-conference games, a couple against ranked opponents, some really tough games. How will that help you guys as you move into conference play?
Definitely going to help us. You know, when you open up with teams like Bridgeport, LIU Post, Mercy, and Caldwell, those are 4 tough games, and those are the games that we need to prepare us for the NE10. Once again, we open up with Southern New Hampshire, our first conference game, which is a pretty good team, and you know, and that's what we need. In order to be the best, you have to play the best.
Thank you, coach.
Thank you.
Focus a lot on team chemistry. We have a big roster this year, which is going to help us a lot because it's really important that we have a big roster and that people can come off the bench and help us beat the other teams. I think that was a big issue last year, that we didn't have so many players to bring in on the field when the starting 11 got tired. So I think that's a big point this year.
Keys that we're definitely working on, like Romy said. We're working on the team chemistry. We brought in 12 new freshmen. We have a lot of transfers also. We're working on motivating each other in practice, making sure we're being encouraging and not saying anything rude to each other at practice. We're definitely working on team bonding and everything too.
This goal is just to prove that we are way better than we were last season, that we are one of the top teams in the NE10, and we can make it to the NCAA tournament this year as well.
And I think we want to give our seniors a good year.